Ladies and gents, hello and a very warm welcome back to Event Tech Live London 2022. Once again, I'm joined with another one of our fantastic exhibitors this year. If you'd like to introduce yourself to the world.
What an introduction. Yes, Simon, I'm Luke from VenuIQ, mobile app provider, Bluetooth trackers, hybrid event platform. We hope to do it all.
Fantastic. And I know, is this your first time at Event Tech Live, or have you been many times before?
Yeah, let's say many times. We're one off a free event on our loyalty card. No, I'm only joking. We have been here since 2019.
Okay, so a few years. And in terms of previous years, compare this year to previous years, how's this year going for you so far?
Well, it was easier to get to and get the stuff up the lift for one. That was a great one. But yeah, it's been fantastic. New trial on the Elizabeth line as well, so I got a new experience going along with it as well.
Well, we're all about experiences here, and say making people's lives easier as well. And I say, bit of a buzz in the room this morning, would you agree?
Definitely is. It's really, really busy. Stan's been busy probably since about 10 o'clock this morning. We should have brought more than 2 people, so that's our fault.
Oh, it's a good thing though. It's better to have more audience than you can deal with than not enough. So I'd say it's fantastic to hear you guys have been busy.
Absolutely.
And in terms of what you guys offer and what your developments, have you got anything new coming out? Anything exciting that our viewers might be getting excited about?
We've got like the newest old tech going. It's Bluetooth tracking has made a huge comeback since the face-to-face events has returned. Everyone's got used to the nice stalker reports that you can get on virtual events, how long people have been there per second, and that's what we're delivering in person. Who, how many, and where they've been throughout the whole day, including heat maps as well, but in person instead. Wow,
that sounds interesting. I say a little bit of a twist, like you say, taking the sort of virtual data gathering back to the in person. And what sort of clients are you working with in terms of who are using your services?
Well, I mean, 2 have just come off the main stage in Dax and Emily from Founders Forum and Smile combined. It's a mixture. We've got a huge sort of mix from clients ranging from associations. We've just done the Information Security Forum in Manchester, and that was using our tracking and app for CPE points so that they could allocate it post-event. But we also work on small conferences, exhibitions. 60 people to 30,000 is the gap. So quite a varied demographic, as you can imagine.
That is quite the spread there, quite the spread. And in terms of, I know you said you work with people on the stages. You yourself have done a presentation this morning. How was that?
I have already. For the thousands that watched it, it was basically me just giving a perspective from a supplier, from a solution provider on what we think the scoping process could be and what the most important processes are going forward. So it was almost like a rant from a supplier, but I'm hoping it was helpful for people who are getting to use new suppliers over the next so many months or years.
Fantastic. And in terms of the audience, I say it is busy in here today. What sort of type of people have you been speaking to? Who have you met this morning already?
It's always a nice mix at this event. You've got some face-to-face time with clients that we see all the time over the year, so it's some nice hugs and coffee experiences, some beers later. Exactly. Later. But it's a great chance for people who have moved from the virtual space into the physical space, and there's been a lot of people coming into the event industry at the moment. We're in great need of even more, but they are the kind of people we're meeting now, people ranging from registration providers right the way through to brand new startups, and then even people who have just started out in really, really, big, long legacy companies as well.
It's interesting you mentioned actually people coming in, people leaving the industry. Like you say, there is that demand. We have got sessions later on today, actually 2:30. We've got Dr. Katie Ford is doing a talk all about, on the innovation stage, I believe, coming into the industry, how she's diversified from other industries. So if you're coming down to London 2:30, that is going to be over on the innovation stage as well. So I say all bases are covered here today in terms of topic and content as well. And in terms of anyone thinking of coming to Event Tech Live, would you recommend this over other sort of shows that you've been to or maybe exhibited at? Describe the show to us in a few words.
Ooh, I can't do a few words, I'm a salesman, but I think what we'd be going for is, if for real life solutions in technology, you've got to come here. We have clients which I'd love to gate behind our lovely solution that we have, but we do tell them to come here because it's the only place that is focused 100% on technology, and that I can point out 5 solution providers who I'd recommend over us for certain solutions right from here. So yeah, that's what I do. If you're here for tech in your events, or you're not sure what the hell you're doing, then come to Event Tech Live.
It's interesting you mentioned that in terms of pointing out, because I've just been having a chat with a couple of delegates who come up to us and said, we're hoping to maybe connect with a couple of platforms, but then they've walked around, they're like, everybody's here. Anyone who's anyone in events and technology is here today, and it's about that collaboration. It's about finding solutions, and I say, even sort of networking with other exhibitors today. I'm sure, like you say, there's partnerships, there's collaborations you can work forward. Do you work with a lot of people in the room as well?
Well, I'm the head of partnerships, so it's sort of my job to do that. So yeah, definitely we do that. We proclaim never to be the best at everything, but we do have our core content focused events that we actually focus in on, and therefore people like Lineup Ninja who work with NHS Confederation, so do we. There's organisations like SWOGO. They are unbelievable at badge printing and delegate technology and websites. We're never going to do that, so we link up to those guys as well. So I would say that one of the things I said in my presentation earlier was make sure if you're choosing a solution provider they play nice with others, and that's really what you're going to find here, because it's pretty embarrassing to say you don't have something like an API or a webhook or anything like that, for those who know what that means.
I'd say it's a very interesting point, actually, that the integration, because I say you can do something absolutely fantastically, but if it doesn't work, integrate with all your other solutions, the other elements of the events. And I know as an event planner myself for many years, it's all about putting all those elements together and getting a cohesive system that works across the board. So it's great that you're looking at that collaborative piece. How can we work together and how can we integrate to provide the solution for the clients, essentially?
Absolutely. You need to look no further than Smile and DAX, who we've got some amazing conversations that we've had with. They are a fantastic agency. We always went in as a partner and we never said we're going to do every event or nothing. We showed them what we did. DAX and the team came on and looked at it and went, we know a certain demographic of an event organizer that you're going to be great for, and we'll reach out to you just for that. And the same goes for Founders Forum. We have to play very nicely with all of their suppliers, so and we do it very well, and that's what they herald us for. So absolutely, play nice with others, fellow tech people, if you're watching.
Great advice, great advice. And in terms of the show, we've got, as I say, content-wise this year, we've gone absolutely to town, got diversification, there's just so many different sort of topics covered. Have you got any sessions that you sort of earmarked as, if I'm available, I'm going to go and join that, or have you not had a chance to have a look at the schedule as yet?
To be honest, I was very selfish and looked after my presentation and sort of had a block until after that had happened, but we are a person down, so we've only got 2 people, and knowing what Event Tech Live is like, we haven't really planned that we're going to be any time off the stand at all. So, no, I haven't, but the one that was just on at 1 o'clock was a fantastic presentation or panel discussion, I'm sure.
No, absolutely. And I say there's been so many, like you say, discussions. There's lots of tech demos coming up. I say if you can join us here, it would be fantastic to get you down, because I say there's just so much happening here in person. I say we are streaming out a few of the sessions from the main stage today, but if you want that full Event Tech Live experience, this is the place to be.
Absolutely. We're all event organisers. Get in person. I don't think you can beat the buzz, and hopefully this is a nice sort of let off for people to come to an event that they're not sweating about organising. You can come, you can enjoy it, join us for beers in the pub later, and you can just really relax that tomorrow you haven't got to get up and do another briefing at 7 o'clock in the morning ready for the next day. So yeah, definitely on site, enjoy your time. We enjoy being a sponsor here because we're not the tech provider this year, so we can just enjoy what's here and look no further than that.
That's it. It does seem quite a nice, relaxed vibe. Everyone I speak to, it is. They've just come here, have conversations, get collaborations, work with new suppliers. Network. It's the royalty, the creme de la creme, if you like, of events and technology. They're all here. They've come down today. They're here to provide solutions for you, solve all event planners' problems. That's what I've been finding so far. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I was on the Events Insight podcast with Jack and she's going to kill me. Jack and Co. I'm so sorry if you're watching this. And what their podcast is all about is giving us flavour into the industry, giving people a network to look into and see what part of the event industry they want to work in. You come here year 1, you won't know anyone. Come year 2, you'll be having handshakes up and down the aisles. You'll know the solution providers. So for anyone who's new in the industry, you don't even need to look at this from a lead or solution provider or any of that dynamics. Come here, meet some people, have a laugh, have a drink, and I've said that too many times now, I think. But you're going to come out of here with a network.
That's it. Wholeheartedly agree with that. We are going to wrap things up because, as I say, we are just going to take a very short break now. But thank you very much for your time. And so we'll probably see you in the pub later, no doubt. Well, ladies and gents, we're going to take a short break and we're back with another exhibitor very soon.